What a happy group. What a blessed group. Okay. Before we introduce the esteemed guests, I'd like to offer a prayer. And the prayer is a little bit provocative. It's short, but I want to explain it after I pray. So pray with me. Ever living and ever loving God, I ask remission for straying from the path you have laid before me. So let's go all inclusive here. Ever living and ever loving God, I ask remission for straying from the path you have laid before me. So this is a little bit interesting for me. I grew up in an evangelical environment, and the word remission was a real difficult word for me growing up. You know, we asked for the remission of sins. But I began to think about, breaking the word down of remission. And as I stumble, as we all do, I feel like the divine has laid a path for me. And in order for me to be faithful to it, I need to ask for remission. In other words, it's like a recharging or a reset for what I'm authentically supposed to be living into. And when I stumble and fall and I get distracted and fail, I think it's appropriate. And I don't know whether it's a difficult prayer for you, but I find it energizing. I also wanted to introduce you to a Greek word, which I love. And it's spelled Epektasis, epektasis. And it was used in the context of the Olympic Games as a term of straining for the tape of the finish line without ever reaching it. And it's I guess it harkens for me a yearning and an opportunity to push the envelope and stretch and grow into discomfort and sometimes these zones that are uncomfortable for us as we grow. But I love the term epektasis because it signifies that there is no finish line, that we're just constantly straining. I think of a hood ornament, as an instrument that's leaning into the tape. And that's the way I want to live my life, and I hope it resonates with you. I want to introduce everyone, if they'd come up on stage now. How do you like our living room? Yeah, it's suggests an intimacy that we want to promote tonight. So you all know Jim and Mirabai, but some of you may not know Sister Greta. And Sister Greta Ronningen is a really interesting person. She and her brother Dennis run a ministry on the California Central Coast that blesses lives broken by trauma and incarceration, and in particular addiction. They run a monastic group called the Community of Divine Love and have undertaken intensive teaching in the California penal system for years, focusing on restorative justice and spiritual recovery. So give a warm welcome to Sister Greta.